This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, it's that time to get in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. JFW Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis State.
And I think I'm still the faction slayer, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
And I'm definitely still the LIM beer drinking champion and definitely still the leader of the lovely intoxicated men, Pacman.
What's wrong, Nubby?
Weekend started out great, and then it ended.
Is this all IPW related?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Saw a picture of you trying to be woken up by Simba, so.
I mean, none of the other LIM were there, so, I mean, if Simba's there, at least he did try to do something. Did more than Tony Gabagool, who you claim to be the leader of the LIM.
Who are you talking to?
Nubby.
Okay. Just say, like, we're not pointing at me because I think everybody but you has that theory. Even Fourth Mother Box, who I listened to and got spoiled by spoilers and shit.
Well, they said the episode had spoilers in the description.
Yeah, I didn't care. Spoilers don't bother me when it comes to movies and shit, so. Plus, nothing they talked about wasn't something I already heard from somebody else, so it was fine. I like getting into people's other opinions on it. I don't agree with their opinion, but it's because I haven't seen it yet, so as soon as I watch it, I'll disagree with it again, but at least it'll be validated on how I disagree with them. But neither here nor there. Let's talk about wrestling. That's why we're here.
That's why we are here indeed.
That's why. What do we got to talk about today?
We got IPW, we have POW, we have Dreamwave, we have all the good stuff and much, much more. Specifically, the good stuff is, I posted this earlier.
Yeah.
It's Rouge Wrestling Entertainment, IPW, Frontline Pro, Southland. I don't.
Pacman, no, you don't gotta read off the fucking list, man. It's fine.
Backbreaker and Dreamwave.
It's fine. It's fine. I think I'm starting it off, right?
Yes, sir.
If you would like. I mean, it is your show.
Well, August 3rd, right? August 3rd is Friday.
That
right?
it is.
Yeah.
It's actually Saturday, but.
Oh, yeah, that it is.
August 3rd is Saturday.
So is Dreamwave Saturday and Sunday?
No.
Friday and Saturday.
But you got the dates mixed up.
Let me look here. Hold on a second. So, August 2nd. Okay, okay. I thought it was 3rd and 4th. Never mind. Okay, we're fine. So, yeah, I'll start it off since I think Dreamwave is the only show that's on Friday we got to talk about, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so we'll run through match cards and then we can hit the results and stuff on the back end. Since IPW and SCW, I think we both got a little bit more to talk about, and those are result-based anyways, so.
Yeah.
All right, so this coming Friday, Dreamwave returns to LaSalle, Illinois, to the Knights of Columbus at 209 Gooding Street for Uprising 2. I believe this is the all-women's pay-per-view.
Friday, yes.
Yeah. I guess all women's event, but is available on IWTV. So I guess it's technically considered a pay-per-view, or is it its own PLE?
It's just really a streaming network.
Yeah, but isn't that what Peacock is? And aren't those called PLEs?
Yes, I guess we can.
Right.
But WWE also airs on regular TV, whereas Dreamwave is only on IWTV, so it's just a way to watch. It's not necessarily considered PLE. I mean, maybe
I guess
women's, yeah.
But see, it says IWTV Live.
Yeah.
So I guess we'd call it a streaming live event.
Right.
An SLE.
Yes.
Cool.
Sure.
SLE.
Muted.
There we go.
A SLA.
No, SLE.
You're a slut.
Yeah, you're
that's
quite
rude.
the slut.
I am a.
Just mute yourself for a minute. All right. So Uprising Women Athletes 3 is Friday, August 2nd, 2024, live from the Knights of Columbus at 209 Gooding Street in LaSalle, Illinois. Pre-show meet and greet starts at 5 p.m. in the lobby / parlor level. The main show's doors will open up at 6 p.m. with the bell time at 7 o'clock. Rough duration of the time of about 3 hours. Tickets are available. Go to DreamwaveWrestling.com and see what tickets are still available for the event. Current matches scheduled for the event is going to be Maggie Lee, who is the current Dreamwave Women's Champion, putting her title on the line against Megan Bain. We got Rebecca J. Scott, who is the Uprising Alternative Champion, putting her title on the line against Hyen. I believe that's pronounced right. I don't know. Sometimes I nubby this shit. Brooke Havoc will be going up against Kylie Ray. Jaina Kai will be taking on Kylie Alexa. The Hale twins will be going up against Erica. Was that Erica fucking yeah. Oh my god, get better fonts, guys. I don't know. It's Erica something and Ali Janora Lion, whatever. I don't care. I tried. Shazza McKenzie's taking on J-Rod.
Okay.
Almost got through it perfectly, except for that one fucking font. I don't know who fucking makes these posters. They gotta do a little bit better of a job. I want to be able to read names. I don't know who the hell put somebody's name behind their head. I'm not gonna pick it. I'm not even gonna pick them apart. That's not fair of me. Dreamwave Championship Wrestling is also on Saturday, so it's a two-night event. As they will also be in LaSalle at 209 Gooding Street, the Knights of Columbus, on August 3rd for Dreamwave Wrestling's Those Summer Nights, also an SLE. Pre-show meet and greet is going to be at 4 p.m. Main doors open at 5 with the bell time at 6. Roughly about 3-hour duration time. Again, DreamwaveWrestling.com. You can buy your tickets there for what tickets are still available. Dreamwave champion Connor Hopkins is going to have an open challenge. We're going to have an alternative title match with Mustafa Ali, who's the current champion, putting his title against Marcus Mathers, Stephen Wolf, and Ariel Van Gogh. Minoru Suzuki will be going up against Vic Capri. Santana Jacobs is going to be taking on Danhausen and Bobby Orlando in a triple threat match. Santana Jackson, Michael Jackson?
That is the Michael Jackson guy.
That's interesting. Awesome.
Is that the original one that's been wrestling?
I don't know. I mean, dude's wearing a glove, has a hat, wears glasses.
I mean, we've seen one before, but I just wasn't sure if it's the same guy that's like everywhere.
I've never seen a Michael Jackson wrestler.
Never seen. I've seen clips of him. He did like the moonwalk and then DDT shit and all that.
I'm gonna guess this is probably him. I mean, I know Dreamwave is very known on bringing big guys and well-known people in. So, I mean that wouldn't pass me. I mean, I won't be surprised with that. And then Tag Team Championship will have the Hype versus Main Event, but MANE, not MAIN. So solid. And that's Dreamwave weekend right there. Both nights, both shows, fucking done. Crushed it.
Cool.
All right, somebody else talk.
I guess I'll take it. 'Cause, yeah, I can. Saturday. Saturday. Backbreaker Wrestling presents On the Ropes.
Oh, and also thank you to Backbreaker Wrestling for liking our posts on Facebook for us promoting your show. I wish more people would do that.
Well, let's assume they listen to the show, too. We don't know for sure.
Well, those who don't can fuck themselves, but
Right.
They
Well,
can. They don't have to, I should say.
Backbreaker Wrestling, if you do listen to our show, let us know and promote us a little bit more.
That's right. You're my favorite now. You are not my favorite.
You are number one. You are our top fan.
That's right. I acknowledge you, Backbreaker Wrestling, as my top fan.
All right. As I said, August 3rd, which is this Saturday, it will take place at the St. Mary Hildebrand Hall in 525 North Lafayette Street in Griffith, Indiana. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. Tickets are $10 pre-sale. I can assume you have to go to Backbreaker Wrestling on Facebook to get those tickets. Otherwise, they are $12 at the door. Kids, 9 and under, and seniors, 62 and up, you are only $8. All right, so let's get to the matches. I believe we have quite a few announced. Of course, we have the On the Ropes Rumble. It returns this Saturday. 4 men will start. 16 more to come out in 2-minute intervals. Over the top rope elimination. Both feet have to touch the floor. And the winner will be the number 1 contender for the Backbreaker Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
I like that. I like starting out with 4 instead of 2. That's nice.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Are you in it?
No, I'm not booked.
Why not?
I'm not booked.
Come on now. Would you go if you were booked?
I would. Well, actually, maybe not. Because Betty Cena will kill me. Because we got to go to the...
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, yeah.
If you were booked in advance and saying, hey, man, we'd love to get you on the show, on September, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'd go.
Come on, Backbreaker.
I mean, BJ Porter was trying to get me there as an official when I was still an official.
Yeah, but you're not doing it anymore.
No.
Starting January 2nd, you stopped.
Until January 6th when he resumed.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Twin Turtles, fucking, people need to book them turtles.
Yeah.
Or the Cowabunga crew. I'm not quite sure where you're at yet.
It's in the works.
Evolution. Yeah. Process. Twin Turtles, we know have happened. We've seen it.
We have.
Yeah.
Yes.
We know they could be MCW bound, Backbreaker bound, IPW bound, Rocket Pro bound. I mean, fucking, yeah.
It could happen.
Fuck yeah.
This title shot, however, will take place in November at Mega Clash. So whoever wins this Rumble has to wait till November.
Is Mega Clash, I'm guessing that might be their WrestleMania?
I assume so. It's pretty mega, and they clash. So.
Ooh, solid. That was a Pacman thing if I ever heard it. That was such a Pacman statement.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
They do wrestle.
Hey, and I don't have to mute myself this week. I almost forgot. I was still kind of stuck in my face from last week when I was still on pause for 10 minutes.
Appreciate
it. Yeah, man.
I was a little slow on that button.
He just wants to hear himself fucking talk. It's like,
he does.
This isn't fucking Fourth Mother Box. You're not fucking Kyle. Come up with something to fucking say, and then you can fucking talk.
Continue breastfeeding your championship, all right?
There you go.
All right. The Backbreaker Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Richie Rothschild, will defend his title, and he gets to pick his challenger. Interesting dynamic.
So it's like a reverse open challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
He gets to issue a challenge and pick his opponent.
Solid. That's I think that's how the the beer drinking championship works. Fucking Gabagool wants to challenge for it. Nah, I'm gonna go defend it against a sober guy. He'll be okay.
Or this tree over here.
Yeah.
So, again, I want to stress with that.
Yes.
Gabagool put himself in that position where he can't challenge for the LIM title. I would have given him a shot in February.
Yeah.
But again, Double J figured out what I was upset about before Gabagool did, and I still don't think Gabagool quite gets what I was exactly upset about with that.
You do understand, though, and you keep saying this, like you're the leader of the LIM. Like, you are the guy in LIM. You get to decide what happens. So for Gabagool to put himself in a situation where he can't defend for the title, you could, as a champion, as a man, as a leader of the LIM, to say, you know what? We're going to avoid that out, and I'll defend my title against you. But instead, you want to be like, well, Gabagool put himself in the situation. Do I sound like Kyle right now? Well, Gabagool put himself in that kind of situation, so I don't think that he really deserves a title shot because he decided to put that before anyone else. You could easily say, you know what, Gabagool? Fuck that. Let's do it. But you didn't want to.
I could do that, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with that. Gabagool let his own emotions get the better of him and told Danny that he would not be able to challenge for the LIM Beer Drinking Championship if Danny beat him in March in a beer drinking contest, which Danny did. And as leader of the LIM, I think it's important that, we hold people to their words and what they meant. And I think Gabagool meant that he was not going to be able to challenge for the LIM beer drinking title since he lost to Danny. So I'm holding him to his word because, again, that's what he said. It's on video. You can't dispute that Tony Gabagool did not say that.
Oh, I'm not disputing it. I'm disputing the fact that you won't just waive it to stand up like a man.
Why would
defend
I?
your title. Exactly. Why would you?
Why would I?
Exactly. I assume you want to do it because you want to show people that you're not afraid, that you're able to put it up against all comers. But why would you want to do that? I get it. You prefer to defend it against a sober person or a designated driver or somebody who can't afford it because their wallet is stolen. I get it. You don't want to put it up against actual challenge. That's why I did not know when I challenged you for it that there was this weird ass rule where you have to be an LIM member, because that was never mentioned until after the challenge was made. But I get it. You don't want to fight or put it up against somebody who can take it from you. And I get that. And I can respect that because that's how you're going to remain champion.
The thing is, it's like I'll give Tony Gabagool, his due.
Sure.
That in his own way, he has stepped up with certain things within LIM.
That's right.
However, the thing about being a leader is people hold you to your word.
Yeah.
When I say something, when I make a promise, I keep my promises. Because that's what leaders do. That's what top fans do.
Okay.
And if Tony wants to be a leader, he's got to stay true to his word.
Keep in mind,
that means not defending the title, not going after the title, so be it.
Keep in mind, you have over a year on this podcast. And I have every recording of every show that we have done. And by saying that, I could easily go back and start listening to some old shows, and I could find some shit that contradict your idea of keeping promises.
I did keep my promise with the diss track. It was a little later, but I was dealing with a lot with the idols.
Gotcha, yeah.
In all fairness.
Gotcha.
But I did keep that word.
I'm just saying, for coming from a guy who breaks promises many, many times, I could easily find some that you have broken. So I'd be careful by saying I never break promises. People break promises all the time.
I challenge you to find some stuff where I've broken promises.
Cool. If I find one, you avoid Gabagool's statement on never fighting for that title.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Absolutely not.
Backbreaker Wrestling.
Out of the question.
All right. On to better stuff.
That's right.
For the Legacy Championship, we got the only repeat Legacy champion, Thomas Keith, taking on Matt Dewar.
Okay, Dewar, man. Good for him.
Now, this isn't the Dallas that we saw at SCW. This is a different Dallas. He'll be taking on Nick Diamond.
Is his name just straight up Dallas?
I believe so. And from what I understand, this is actually going to be his first singles match in probably some time, as he's been in a tag team for a very long time.
Who, Dallas?
Dallas, yes.
Ooh, is his partner named Austin? Or Houston?
Or it could be San Antonio.
God, right. Somebody needs to make that tag team.
Yeah.
Hey, if Gabagool was dressed like Steve Austin, would he be Stone Cold Cut?
Could be.
In a tag match, we have the Old West Outlaws reunite to take on the Invoked. And let's see. And that's all the matches that have been announced for Backbreaker this Saturday, August the 3rd, in Griffith, Indiana, at the St. Mary Hildebrand Hall, 525 North Lafayette Street in Griffith, Indiana, as I said. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. Tickets pre-sale are $10, $12 at the door. Kids 9 and under, along with the seniors who are 62 and over, you are only $8.
Nice.
Backbreaker on the ropes. Get off those ropes.
And make sure you do follow them over on Facebook. That way, any other matches that do come out after our recording, you could check out firsthand and everything. Because we do record our shows earlier in the week, so there could be other announcements. So make sure you are following, well, not only Backbreaker, but any company that we follow their social media so you can see any additional that come out other than the stuff that we mentioned too. So,
hell to the yeah.
Fuck yeah. POWW Entertainment is this Saturday. This Saturday is only 4 front row seats remaining as of this afternoon. Saturday, August 3rd, POWW returns to the American Legion Post 703 on North Route 12, Fox Lake, Illinois, for August Anguish. As doors open at 6, show starts at 7. You can buy front row reserve, $25 advance or $3 day of. Second row is $20 advance, $25 day of, or general admission being $15 or $20 day of. As mentioned, only 4 front row seats remain. You can buy your tickets if you go to POWW Entertainment's Facebook page. The post at the top of the page. The link to the tickets are right there. Currently signed to the match, you're going to have Kazile, who is the current POWW heavyweight champion, putting his title up against Tommy McCabe. Former friends, not fighting for a championship. Axel Rico will put his Midwest championship on the line against Will Emery. The Reckoning, which is, let's see, I want to get this right. Jason Dukes and Tyler Sullivan, along with Chris Hesford, will be taking on Heroes of Our Time, which is Mason Conrad and Joey Marks. Tyler Sullivan will be pulling double duty as he will also be going one-on-one against Acid Jazz, former member of The Reckoning. The Irish Pub Army will be going up against Disposable Income, being accompanied to the ring by Tiny. And in a fatal 4-way match, we have Axel Abreu, Angel De La Sombre, Quinn Whittick, and it's your boy Mason Perks. So also Axel Abreu will be pulling double duty that night. So
cool.
You said duty.
That's what's been announced. Obviously, there could be more. Make sure you follow them on Facebook because we are on the road to Wrestle Rage 22, which I believe is in September or October.
November.
Thank you. Yes. So November. So we got a few more months, but obviously, make sure you do check out their Facebook page. You can find the link to buy their tickets right there in the post about this Saturday's show, and as well as see any additional updates that are coming along the way. There is a podcast you can listen to that talks a lot about POWW Entertainment. I tell you their names, but one, I don't remember them, and two, they never mentioned us, so. Petty like that.
I remember their name.
Yeah, and they probably told you, hey man, you mentioned us, we'll mention you. It's like, yeah, sure, so we did, and they never did. So, yeah. But hope they're doing well.
Well,
yeah. All right, so we got results. You guys want to start with IW or IPW first? I know IPW and SCW are big ones, but I figured we could split them off and do one at the beginning and one at the end.
I don't mind.
Yeah, whatever works for you guys, just let me know.
Well, start with IPW.
Okay, that works for me. Okay, IPW.
Nubby, why don't you mention IWA Productions first, since Pacman's an idiot.
Well, we knew that. IWA Productions did not post their results, and I did not get any in my DMs. So I assume they just don't post them because they want you to go to their YouTube channel where they post their entire show as it comes out. So
how long after did they release them?
It's usually a week or two before their next show.
Gotcha.
So go to IWA Productions on YouTube and check out their shows.
And if I remember correctly, I believe that they are linked through our YouTube channel.
Yes.
I believe they're in our features. So if you can't find them, just go to JFW Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe while you're there, and then go down to the featured. And all the shows that we cover that have YouTube channels are all linked right there. So, Pacman, you right now, or are you gonna still be stupid?
No, I'm top fans are ready for IPW.
Go ahead.
All right. So Rion introduced Eric Surge after putting on a Team Felix shirt that was gifted to him by Sean Danger.
Start over. Who came out?
Eric Surge.
And who's that?
He is the guest host of the show.
Okay. And Rion put on what shirt?
A shirt that said Team Felix that was gifted to him by Sean Danger.
Okay. I thought you said Team Felix, and I had no idea what the hell that meant. But okay. Okay.
Can you Felix?
I got you.
Can you Felix? Okay. Anyway.
We will move on to Frontline. I will mute you again. And move
okay. So Eric Surge, who was the number one contender for the league championship, said that he'll make sure that he's champion by the end of the night and will defeat Damian Gray. Jay Thunder came to the ring. Now, mind you, he did win the League Royale in July or June, so he'll be facing whoever is the league champion in August. Now, Jay Thunder came out, welcomed Surge, but said no matter who's champ by the end of the night, he's coming for whoever the champ is next month, which then led Damian Gray to come in to interject about the guys fighting over him. Eric Surge referred to Gray as Biff Tannen. And Rion sends Gray to the back to try to keep the peace and told Jay Thunder to stay in his eyesight and says that if anything goes wrong with the IPW League title match or someone comes after him, he'll be ready to take action, and he's not responsible for what happens from there. Then we had Corey McHenry coming out to defend the alternative title in a four-corner scrambles match. Corey defended against Crocs, Jean-Paul Les Miserables, who, as a mime, had a very deafening reaction in that we all clapped silently for him, like so. He also got some of the loudest chants of the night, in that we mouthed the various chants as well. The crowd was very much behind the mime.
They were pretty loud, silent chants.
What was being chanted?
Box, because he made a box at one point.
Okay. So if it was all silent, then how did everyone know what to chant?
Dude, when you mime, you just understand things on a different level.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did he bump? Can't mind that sound. I know that.
He definitely did not mind that sound. But he did get trapped in. He tried to build up. Chris Van Colt and Muggsy James were also in the match.
Okay. I saw something on Facebook about Muggsy. What happened with you?
Yeah. So Corey.
Yes. What the fuck is that?
I gotta.
Yes. You trying to wipe up or some shit? What the?
Please, for the love of God, soundbite that shit.
God damn. Yeah, brother. God.
So anyway,
put the fucking quarter in and the curtains fucking opened up. What the fuck, brother? God. Holy hell.
All right. So Corey retains his title.
Okay.
During the match, Muggsy had his head smacked by the belt. I think he was DDT'd onto the belt. And after the match, Muggsy kind of walked around in a daze, a bit confused. Walks out of the ring, and I went to go high-five Muggsy. And Muggsy told me angrily to put my hand down. He was still kind of in a daze and confused. And I was like, confused. And next thing I know, I'm on the ground, out of my chair, as Rion's standing over me. And I got punched in the face by Muggsy James. That wasn't funny. I could have had a concussion. My arm was a little sore from today. That's not funny.
Is there a video of that somewhere? I need that video. I need that video. Fucking get a hold of Richard. Get me that video.
Oh. Well, Richard wasn't there.
He was not there.
Oh, that's right. I saw something on posted on Facebook like, but people will be happy we're not there. Whoever got it. If it's fucking Lincoln or get a hold of Ched or fucking Stevie, somebody's got to have that fucking footage.
I think eventually LAM is going to have that footage one way or another. So,
well, we'll find it.
I know the leader will have it. So. Gabagool will get on top of that. So
yeah, I'm sure he does anything.
You got punched in the mouth.
I did.
It was a good moment.
I just wanted. It wasn't for me.
Dude, fucking Muggsy accidentally did the one thing that Damian Gray wanted to do to you for like months. That's fantastic.
I mean, he did apologize to me later in the show.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook with him fucking with a gun in Malort. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he was downing Malort all day. That's how he apologized.
Oh, God, that's so gross.
If he didn't down Malort, he wouldn't apologize. So it was a drunken Muggsy that really.
I didn't know. I
didn't
know you could be drunk off Malort.
I'm just confused by the whole situation, to be honest with you. I mean, the show is a little fuzzy, but I took the best notes that I possibly could.
I'm sure you deserved it.
Yeah,
I didn't. I just wanted a high five. I was rooting for Muggsy. I was rooting for Muggsy. No, I'm telling you, he was in a daze. He seemed a little confused. Knocked me on my ass, knocked me out of my chair, and then at intermission came out and, apologized and said that he was mad and not acting himself. I don't know what's going on with Muggsy.
You do have a punchable face, so.
Yeah, you do.
No, I have the face only a mother could love.
And I've been your mother.
Yeah, now your mother.
She made me a very nice pulled pork today.
Yeah.
I'll have you know.
Just to get you away from her.
You know, the fucking
that's
weird
not
is
nice.
that thing. Side note about fucking Pacman's mom, a little bit weird. So she shows up in my fucking Facebook feed all the time because she posts about everything under the fucking sun. And there was like these I don't know what the hell they are, but they're like filters that like she like posts out there, and I'm fucking looking at this, and I'm like, God damn, who's this fucking hottie? And it just ends up being fucking Pacman's mom on these fucking filters and shit. And I was like, well, hell's bells, brother. I mean, I could be like, oh no, what the hell? But like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, fucking kind of cute, I'm just saying,
Don't you ask? Don't you ask?
I'm just saying, if she was closer to my age, yeah, probably. I see, yeah.
Yeah, I got punched in the face by Muggsy yesterday. That was a thing that happened.
You probably fucking deserved it, bro.
I didn't do anything. I mean, yeah, I took my brother's wallet. I've had my issues with LIM, but like, I've never done anything. I haven't done anything to Muggsy. I've always cheered him on, no matter where he's been. Rocket Pro, IPW, anywhere I've seen him, I've always cheered him on. So I'm still kind of confused by everything. I guess it's just, I'm going to keep my eye on him, though.
The good one?
Yeah, the good one, preferably.
Perfect.
Then we had Joey Dalton's open challenge for the Second City Championship, which was answered by Dizzle Tracks. Which before the match, Ref Kevin, pulled out a flask and shared a drink with Dizzle. Which also shows why Kevin is my favorite referee. And Joey Dalton retained against Dizzle Tracks. Then we had the Big Leagues Invitational for the Trios titles, which was answered by the mysterious woman from last month, who was Erin, coming out with her new stable of Coda Camille, Gustavo, and Aiden Way. They are called Reprisal. And the workhorses at this point were watching from the back and started.
Just saying, just saying, if your mother walked by looking like that, I'd be like, seconds away, hey you, what's up? I'm just saying, fucking hey, dude. Oh, damn, look at that one. Tell me, fucking Nubby, be honest. Look at that. Tell me. You're telling me no?
God bless America.
God bless America is right. Holy fuck, way to go, Mrs. Ackerman.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if she looked like that, she'd be saying that. I'm just anyways, what are you saying?
I don't know where I even go. Oh no, yeah, I got the results in front of me to change the subject. Good.
Yeah, there we go.
Workhorses are watching, and our McQuasin or Ruckus in the back. But I did make sure to tell Lincoln to buy their merch on Brainbuster Tees and ProWrestlingTees.com.
Did you wear your workhorse shirt to the?
I did not.
Oh man, you probably could have got a couple more muffins for that one.
Did you get paid this week? Did you get paid?
I got paid earlier in the week.
What'd you get?
Got blueberry muffins. They know blueberries are the key to my heart mainly because they're good in antioxidants and those are heart healthy. But anyway, there are new trios championship there are new trios championships as the big leagues debuted some new belts. But there are also new trios champions in Reprisal after Gustavo pinned JR Lindsay. After the match, Tad Bro beat down JR. And at first, Chad is kind of like, whoa, maybe slow down a little bit. He's still one of our boys. But then Chad goes after JR Lindsay. But end of the day, Brittany Cade chases off the big leagues, and Brittany helps JR to the back.
Interesting. Hey, Travis. That faction right there. It has turned on their boy. And I beat their boy.
Yeah, see? I don't know why, when you started out the show, I don't know why you were like, still maybe the faction slayer, man. Because you're still fucking doing it. Even non-factions, man, because we're going to talk about SCW's main event. Even though it wasn't a faction, fucking people are turning on fucking people left and right. It's nutty, brother.
Yeah, people are turning on each other at IPW, too. So.
See? Yeah, that's you, brother.
Well, this one wasn't me.
You don't know that.
Well, no. Well, when we get to it,
trust me,
it wasn't me.
We're going to find a fucking connection. Because everything's fucking connected, brother.
You know what else is connected? This next match on this show, which is Damian Gray versus Eric Surge for the league championship. Now, the workhorses, you know, they obviously support Damian Gray, and that partnership and alliance has gone back, you know, over the past year or so. And the workhorses taunted Eric Surge. Evans, at one point, sneaked the bat to Damian Gray. And Damian Gray gets the bat. Eric Surge moved out of the way, and he did the whole rock with the chair at the Royal Rumble in '99, where it ricocheted back and hit him in the head. And Damian Gray retains by roll-up, by grabbing Eric Surge's trunks. Now, Thunder picked up the league title and started going after Gray, but Gray walks off. Rion forced Thunder to give Gray the title back, which was thrown to Gray. But Thunder still walked off with Damian Gray's bat.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many times has Gray hit fucking Thunder with that bat in the past, man?
That is true.
Who put Jay Thunder out with the chloroform?
That was Damian. That was Damian Gray.
See? Yeah, God, fucking yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we had another fourth corner scramble match with Nick Diamond defending the junior heavyweight championship against, and the people that were in the match were Leo LaFleur, Rockin' Rivera, Disco Ray, and Joseph Von Jaeger. Now, of course, Chad was not super thrilled to see Nick Diamond. Rockin' was, so as Nick Diamond had the title at the end, Rockin' was very much focused on Joseph Von Jaeger. Ched was trying to tell Rockin' to get in the ring because he saw Nick Diamond was touching all the corners. But Rockin' was more focused on beating down Von Jaeger. And because he was more focused on that, Nick Diamond retained the junior heavyweight title. And Ched, as you can possibly imagine, he was in shambles.
Well, I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but Ched did cheer on Eric Schultz at SCW on Saturday. I think he even slapped fucking Schultz's hand when he came around. So that fucking that guy really doesn't keep his shit straight.
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because Ched refused to high-five Kid Lat in the next match against D'Angelo Steele, but then wound up cheering him not a minute later. And this was for the C3 Ultimate Championship of D'Angelo Steele, who retained the title by hitting Kid Lat and causing a disqualification. Obviously, titles do not change hands by disqualification. And then I do have to ask Turtle a question. When you came out yesterday for your match for the Emerge Heavyweight Championship, why didn't you high-five me?
Yeah, why didn't you high-five him?
Yeah, you totally, skipped past me, bro.
Totally skipped past him, bro.
Really? Why didn't you high-five me? Yeah.
Why didn't you high-five him?
Really, Pacman?
Yeah, really,
Is that what happened?
Is that what happened?
Are you gonna,
that's what I saw.
That?
That's what I saw.
That's what you saw.
That's what I experienced. I didn't get a high-five from Nubby.
That's funny because when I came out, you know what I saw when I walked by you? This.
Uh-huh. If you don't know, I'm assuming he's implying that you were just staring down at your belt as he was walking past.
I mean, he still could have like said, "Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks
I
for
stood
coming and
right in front
supporting
of
me."
you. I stood right in front of you, and you just
No, you like completely walked off.
no. See, you are a lying sack of crap.
That's right.
No.
Sack of crap.
I know what I experienced, Nubby.
I know what I saw. I know what I experienced.
And that's why
you are a fucking hypocrite at this point.
Yeah.
No, and I'm saying that's why I didn't say treated, because you completely like ignored me
No,
as you walked past. That's why I didn't say treated when you asked me to say treated.
let's see. You know what? We will get into the match, obviously. I mean, but on social media yesterday, you called out the rest of the LIM, saying, "Oh, where were you guys to support Turtle?" Now, you're claiming to be the leader,
Yeah.
and people are denying that you're a leader, right? People are that they want Tony Gabagool to be the leader.
I don't know why, but yeah, we'll go with it. That's what. Yeah.
Wouldn't you be trying to prove that you are a true leader, Mr. Pacman?
I mean, how would you propose I do that? I mean, I showed up. I show up to all these shows in this area.
Right.
Where are the rest of the LIM? Why am I always?
Don't say show to all these shows in this area.
Why? Here's the thing. Why is it every time I go to a show, everybody's like, "Where's the rest of the LIM?" Oh no, it's just me. I actually show up to stuff.
Okay,
Where's the rest of everybody else?
Right, and that is fine. But there's also that other part you said, to show up to support me, Turtle.
Right, we should all be supporting members of the LIM.
So
I think that's
supporting members of the
uncontroversial.
LIM, does that mean when my music hits, you should be standing up instead of breastfeeding your championship?
That's true.
I mean, you could have still said, "Hey," I'm just saying.
You could have said, "Hey, I know you're about to go into a fucking title match, but could you just wave a little bit?"
I mean, everybody else stood when I came out.
Of course it did.
Even the people on the other side of the ring, they didn't wait for me to come over there to stand up. They stood up the entire time. Or they were cheering. Neither way. They had their arms up in the air. Yay, Turtle, Turtle, Turtle. You were sitting there breastfeeding your championship the entire time.
Well, first of all,
what kind of true supporter are you? You should have been standing up the entire time. You should have stood up. You should have been cheering when I walked out, Mr. Supporter.
Yeah.
I mean, I started a chant against animal cruelty, and that was to support you, because okay, you got to tell me. So, okay, Paragon beat you by submission. You had that mask guy finally reveal himself. Who was he?
So we're just gonna completely skip over everything, and I mean,
no, I'm asking a genuine question.
I understand that, but see, you're skipping right to the end here. There's stuff in between, like well, wait, I did beat him down a little bit. I did have some offense, quite a lot actually. There's more than that dumbass picture you posted where. See, that was the beginning of the match. I got kneed in the face and I went down. And I believe I was in that match for about another 12 to 15 minutes. But you don't want to show any of that. You only show the narrative, your narrative, that me on the ground.
No. Here's why you're my profile picture and why I posted that picture, that other picture. I wanted to show the rest of the LIM what they were responsible for. Because had they been there and had they had your back, because you do feed off the crowd, you do feed off the rest of the LIM during your matches.
I feed
Turtles
off the entire
kill you.
crowd.
We start that chant. That fires you up, and you feed off the
whole crowd, other than you, even Ched was cheering for me.
But
You did nothing but sit on your ass. You did nothing other than show 2 pictures of me down. Is that
show
supportive?
the rest of the LIM.
No. See,
that
no.
we need to
You're
support
just
you.
trying to show your side of the bullshit narrative that you're a top fan, that you're a leader. You ain't leader of shit, Pacman. And this is why Tony Gabagool is the leader.
But was Tony Gabagool there yesterday?
No, and neither was Double J, and neither was the Simp. But you know what?
There you go.
You
was there.
did nothing. They would have done something if they were there. That
Exactly.
that is the key.
Exactly. And because
Exactly.
they weren't there and they couldn't do they didn't do anything, that made the situation a lot worse.
But everybody
and we need
else
to stand
did.
behind our rest of our LIM members. I was there to support you. Even
You didn't
with our
support
issue,
me.
I was there to support you, believe it or not.
You are worse than a politician.
They
You
weren't
are
there
up,
to support.
you are up there with Damian Saint now. And Joey Roth. You only can care about your narrative and the story you want to tell. When in reality, everyone else was cheering my name. Even Ched, who doesn't all the time.
Let me ask too. I did check on you after your match to make sure you were okay.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. You know who came to my rescue or came to get me out of the ring after laying in there for 10 minutes? Steve. And a referee. You did nothing but post pictures of me down.
To show the rest of the LIM what they caused.
They didn't cause nothing. Them being there or not being there did nothing.
It wouldn't have gotten to that extreme had they been there.
It still would have gotten to that extreme.
Hold on. How would Double J, Gabagool, and Simp being there prevent anything from happening?
Nubby feeds off the crowd. The LIM is
Dude,
very loud.
I've been to an IPW show when Nubby's out there, and that crowd is always loud for Nubby. So your belief is, with these 3 men, if they would have been there cheering on Nubby, things would have been different.
Could have very well been.
Nubby, do you believe that?
That is the biggest bunch of bullshit I have ever
Right.
heard. And I listen to Damian Saint talk all the time.
It's one thing when you can like build yourself up from the cheer of fans, but if you're blindsided or done wrong, that's not going to be overcome by a fucking fan. It's just not. I mean, I'm sorry, but and besides, man, the fact that it happened, you were there. That's actually kind of worse by saying it happened because somebody wasn't there.
Yeah, you were there, Pacman.
Yeah,
And you did nothing. You sat there on your ass.
you just watched it happen.
You watched it.
You watched it
I
happen.
got punched in the mouth. I was
Oh, okay.
Hey,
well, okay,
You
there
know
it is.
what?
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
deserved it at that point. You were too busy looking at the bullshit title of yours while everyone else was cheering for me.
yeah.
So, there you go, Pacman. It's not Double J. It's not Simp. It's not Gabagool. And you know what? I don't even put it on you. You know who I do put it on? Myself. Because I allowed who I thought was a friend of mine get in my head. I just realized in that moment that my friend, who also helped train me in this business, got me my first match, was the guy jumping me the last few months. I was in the middle of winning that match. I would have won that title. I had Paragon in the corner ready to be shell shocked. Then I hear Strychnine, his voice. And then he put that mask on. And I allowed it to distract me. And then I got speared. And then I had to tap out. So it's not Double J. It's not Simp, not Tony Gabagool, and not even you. I mean, you didn't even do anything to cause anything.
Look, I'm against animal cruelty, and what Scripps and Paragon arguably did was a case of animal cruelty. I was just raising awareness because turtles do not deserve the kind of treatment to their arm like your arm had yesterday in your match.
Paragon got the best of me. I knew going in there it was not going to be easy. None of these matches are. IPW has been challenging me. And for a reason. I get it. And I've allowed it. I wanted a championship. I wanted that match with Steve Michaels. I wanted Paragon. I asked for challenges. I didn't care. I don't care who it's against. But to see my friend be the one that's been jumping me, using pizza against me, that distracted me. And what am I supposed to do with that?
I guess you could say you were betrayed by two friends yesterday.
I guess I could say that. And the fact is, like, I've been getting challenged, and I might have been getting my ass beat, but I've been holding my own.
That's right. You never backed down. You never fucking backed down.
I never backed down.
Never fucking backed down.
And I went about 20 minutes with Paragon. Got my ass beat, but I fought back too. See, there was a lot of stuff in between those pictures that you posted. Now, where do I go from here? I don't know. My shell is broke.
He did whip you with the chain.
Like his heart.
Yeah, that too. My heart got broke. My spirit got broke. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this to IPW right now. If this is what's going to keep happening, don't book me in August. Don't put me in a match. I will not be there in August.
Way to go, Pacman.
Again,
I
said
Duke gets beat up by two guys, and the only thing you're focused on is making memes with Simba. Dick.
Well, here's the thing. Simba in that meme cared more about Nubby in that moment than the LIM in that moment. And again, we look at Tony. We look at Double J. Did Tony check in on you today, Nubby?
You didn't.
I did.
That's right, he didn't. He just made pictures with memes.
Yeah, it was just pictures.
Shame on you. What kind of leader are you? Oh.
Tony Gabagool's a real leader.
Nubby, there's space on the Travis team. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you again.
We got them. Yeah, go ahead.
But again, IPW has allowed it, and I allowed, this friend of mine do this to me. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this going forward, but fuck it, I'm not gonna be there in August. So don't put me on a flyer. Don't even tell anybody I may make an appearance, because you know what? I'm not going to be there.
Take time, man. Get your head right, man. Get your head right.
Now, I encourage the fans to go to these shows.
Oh, yeah.
But I just won't be there.
And I encourage the LIM to start showing up to these shows so stuff like this doesn't happen.
I'm sure it'll still happen with or without them there, but yeah.
I mean, how do you explain me losing the Chicagoland Championship in front of the entire LIM?
That's true.
Should I blame you guys for that?
Yeah, and you also lost your job.
I lost my job. And wait, you were in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, you were there. Along with the entire LIM.
Yeah, because I didn't hire you until the second half of the season.
Answer that question, Pacman.
I mean, we did start a petition for you to get hired back.
Right.
Yeah,
what happened?
But
what
if the
happened
power
that
of the
night?
LIM is so strong, he never would have been fired to begin with. So maybe you guys are just trying to correct your own errors.
I mean, I won the match, but
where were the LIM when I got
Yeah.
fired that night? When I got beat up?
You
What
cared
did you
more
do?
about you cared more about Steve sitting in a chair than you did about Nubby's fucking livelihood.
We made a petition. We got it
Okay.
passed around.
What happened when I lost to Damian Saint? LIM was there.
Just watched it happen. Just
And
sat
that
in
time
the back.
you couldn't do anything because
I was in the back preparing for an interview.
Right.
Oh.
So is it the LIM's fault that I lost?
Here's the thing I'll say. You know, if I was out there with them, maybe you would be the sole general manager of Rocket Pro Wrestling. If I was out there with them, maybe I would have seen this masked figure that I could have warned you about. Because I was so busy, I wouldn't have been able to see it. If Gabagool was out, Gabagool was out there, how would
the masked figure on the other side of the ring? How would you have seen it?
But you were there yesterday, Pacman.
That's right, you were. You just let it all happen.
You're making it all I, you.
That's right.
But you did nothing yesterday.
I'm putting it all on the guy who really wants this leadership position so bad, Tony Gabagool. It's all on him. It's all on the rest of the LIM too, but it's specifically on him. Because, again, if I would have been in the crowd in May, I have a new responsibility now. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if I would have been out there in May, maybe I'd have been able to see and have an eagle eye view that maybe there's something wrong on the other side of the ring. Well, I don't know how Tony would miss that. Tony, it was second in command, effectively has become sort of at Rocket Pro shows, the acting leader in the crowd while I'm in the back. And he should have seen that. So that's on him.
You putting blame on everybody else.
It's weird because aren't the whole concept of leaders is to have the followers follow them?
And when things aren't going right, you pin the responsibility on people.
If you were a better leader, people would follow you to IPW.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Got nominated.
Then why aren't your members going to IPW?
We got nominated for 7 Nova Awards last year.
Yeah, see, and you keep doing that shit too, man.
7.
You keep doing. Okay, here's the thing, and let's be honest about these fucking Nova Award nominations. Okay, you got 7 nominations because you just keep adding people to the fucking group. And what? Because you chanted something? It's because they don't have enough chance to fucking fill the fucking ballots and shit, man. You can't take credit for Nubby's, feud of the year. That's not an LIM thing. That's a Nubby thing. And for you to take credit for that is kind of fucking petty. Just like fucking what did Maximus Orion get Superstar of the fucking year? Cool. The owner got put on the fucking ballot. But you can't take credit for the LIM for that. That's not the LIM's nomination. If he wins, he's not winning on behalf of the LIM. He's winning on behalf of Maximus Orion. Just like if Nubby and Damian Saint won Feud of the Year. Nubby's winning on behalf of himself, not on behalf of the LIM. Just because you have your gross little fucking perverted little fingers in every little fucking nook and cranny of Rocket Pro Wrestling doesn't make every nomination of somebody who's associated with LIM an LIM nomination. That's like me sitting here saying, like, well, goddamn, I guess this Freaknet Studios has 5 nominations. I don't do that because I'm not going to take credit and stuff away from the work that Nubby did to put over my own shit. That's a bad leader. That's a bad fucking leader.
Now, again, the reason why we had advertised that is because we're trying to support all members of LIM who have been inducted and hope that people are voting for them. Even with our differences.
How often is Nubby recognized as an LIM member? When it's convenient for you? Oh, Nubby got beat down at IPW. Well, if the LIM was there to support the LIM wrestler, oh, LIM. Okay, cool. Nubby is nominated for, well, now that Nubby's representative of LIM, now we have another nomination. Oh, okay, but there's an LIM podcast going on and no fucking Nubby.
You have to.
You acknowledge Nubby as a fucking LIM member when it's convenient for you to acknowledge Nubby as an LIM member. In fact, you should acknowledge him all the fucking time. Because unlike the other members of the LIM, he probably wrestles more than all of them.
Again, we're just supporting our members of the LIM.
When it's convenient.
Our differences aside, with Maximus and Turtle, we want their accomplishments to be highlighted, and we think they are Nova worthy.
Gotcha.
They're worthy of the fans' votes.
And your whole purpose to go to IPW is support Nubby, your LIM member.
And yet you sat there milking your championship.
I mean, again, I don't want to necessarily repeat myself, but you could have said hello.
But is that true, though? You went solely for the purpose of supporting LIM member Nubby.
This is true.
Okay, what about Sean Danger?
I supported Sean Danger.
But
he wasn't wrestling.
You never once mentioned him as an LIM member. Was he there?
He was there.
And you never once acknowledged him as an LIM member when you brought him up earlier in the IPW talks.
Then I will make sure to take better notes. Again, I was punched in the face, so my notes are a little foggy in place.
Yeah, you got excuses,
okay,
man.
Cool. Yeah, solid.
But speaking of my IPW notes, I have the last match here, which was Steve Michaels versus Quinn Whittick for the Rocket Pro Wrestling Championship. And Steve Michaels retained in a competitive match, and that was IPW. And the next IPW show is August 25th.
Who from Rocket Pro was there? Kevin, Bill, and Shelly?
Shelly was just Shelly and Deneen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even Deneen was showing support for me. And she's the biggest Damian Saint ass kisser known to man.
You know what, Nubby? Shut your ass about that. I was there.
Your ass about that.
You were sitting there with the championship. I got a hug from Deneen and Shelly. What now?
Well, Nubby,
you could have initiated a hug with me. I would have hugged you.
You were sitting there. They got up. They actually stood up for me when I walked out there. So
at the end of the day, he supported you by sitting there and doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, it goes.
He stood up to high five Muggsy James, but when you came by, he just sat there and stared at his belt.
Yep.
Solid dude.
By the way, you know, that small ass locker room, I can hear you. You were cheering a lot. So I assume you were all like happy-go-lucky, sitting in a chair. Maybe you stood up for somebody, but then I came out, nothing. So why should I acknowledge the sitter?
Well, so tomorrow, so this show's being released tonight, actually. Tomorrow morning, we're going to release Nubby's exclusive over at SCW. Nubby, if you can make a note and remember this, get me footage of Pacman getting punched in the face. And if you can find footage of his actions when you came out, we could also make that a Nubby exclusive. And we can put that we'll put that out on social media, and then people can decide who's in the wrong, Pacman or Nubby.
I mean, do I really have to stop and acknowledge you? No, I'm gonna go to the next person that's showing me love.
That's right. Your focus should be on the match, not the person not acknowledging the fact that you're coming by. You know, every time I make it to a show and you're there, what do?
You get up and you hug me.
I hug you. Even when my face goes like fucking chin deep into your fucking arm hair, I still fucking hug you.
Still don't understand how that happened, but
I don't get it either. It's because you try. I don't know. I think you tried to have me like fucking Bjorn you or some shit. I don't get it. It was a weird. But I always get up and I hug you. If I'm in the front row, boom, right there, fucking hug Nubby, because that's what a friend does. Yeah, Pacman's doing what he's doing now, staring down at his fucking belt while we're doing a show.
Oh, I was getting my next notes ready.
Oh, well, Frontline's next, but yeah.
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 All right, what happened out of Frontline?
You want to know what happened?
We were doing so well. We were doing so well time-wise, an hour and 10. Ah, God. We'll get there. We'll get it under 90 minutes one day.
Yeah. Well, we still can. We'll see. And there he did again.
Yeah, like that doesn't show up.
All right.
I don't
What
know.
a douche. Anyway, so results from Frontline. Courtesy of Freaknet Studios' own Steve Aaron
Thanks, Steve.
of the Power Hour. Appreciate you. You are a scholar. Thanks for helping me out of the ring, by the way.
I saw he wore his Frontline Pro hat on Sunday.
He did.
Dude, he's a strong supporter of all the companies he worked for. I like that. Good for him.
I wonder if he just fell asleep with it on because he did have a 4-hour drive back home. He just went right to bed.
I 100% believe that too.
I mean,
probably like hat hair. He's probably like bad like hat hairs. Yeah, fuck, I guess I'll just leave it.
He was probably like so grateful not to wrestle. I mean, a 4-hour drive and at the IPW.
It's one of those things, like, if I ever go to a trip, if I ever do Frontline, or even if I pray to God I make it to a Phoenix Pro Wrestling show one day, because Paul has been a huge supporter of the show for years. It's going to be one of those where if I go, I'm staying the night. Like, I'm not going to drive back home, then, fuck no. So, I do want to go to a Frontline one day, but I'm not driving up there and driving back. And even Steve said, like, yeah, we can drive together. I'm like, I'm not being crammed into a car with a bunch of other fucking people and driving 4 hours there and 4 hours fucking back. Absolutely not. Because I know he doesn't drive by himself.
No, he brings people. He'll go with people.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not a good passenger to begin with, and I'm not sitting in a car for 4 hours with a bunch of fucking people. I would get fucking. I don't get a lot of anxiety. That would make me fucking anxious. And I've done well with this whole non-smoking thing, and that would make me want to have to stop off and have a fucking smoke from whoever is fucking smoking at that moment. But anyway, so Frontline.
So yeah, Frontline happened, and from what I understand, every championship for the first time ever in Frontline Pro changed hands in one night.
Oh shit! How many times did he? I mean, I know they have the tag team in the main, but what are the other ones?
Well, we'll go through them.
Yeah, let's run through. Yeah.
So Brock Hall and Chris Van Colt and ACR defeated Disco Ray, Jay Swanson, and Corey McHenry. Ashton Day defeated Joseph Von Jaeger. Kid Lat and the Big Guy defeated the Windy City Devils to become the new tag team champions. Then we had Muggsy James defeat Hornswoggle. I saw a clip of that. That was fucking hilarious.
I saw. It might have been the same clip, like where like he fucking tape twisted Muggsy, bit his finger. Yeah, Swoggle's funny. I saw him live at POWW Entertainment last year. It's cool to see him out there still doing this shit.
Yeah, I reffed a match or two, I think, with him at CSW, so he's fun.
So he was at CSW. I remember seeing him at POW Frontline. I wonder if he's been like, I doubt he's been to Rocket Pro yet. Rocket Pro should fucking get him in there.
Yeah.
For Shamrock Showdown, I bet that'd be a great fucking show.
Yeah.
Fucking SCW getting down to Majestic and shit. Fuck yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I like Swaggo.
Yeah.
So Muggsy won, huh? Good for him.
Yeah. The Crucible with Draven Striker defeated Alvin Falcone and Nino Hatchet. Then Jarrett Jax defeated Nick Diamond in his debut. What a way to debut. A loser.
I can't win them all.
Nah. Ritas Atlas defeated Adonis Allen to become the new battle champion. Then Ben Evanson defeated the creator, Ben McCoy, to become the new Frontline Pro champion.
Wow.
I mean, I think those are their main titles. I think there's other championships that get defended through like different types of names and shit, but
yeah. What was
those
that?
are like their mains.
What was that battle one? What was that called?
It's called just the battle championship.
Is that like their mid-carder, I take it, the IC
yeah.
or Genesis? Gotcha, okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Cool.
Pacman pooping still?
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, was that it for Frontline?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Frontline's what? It's actually
August
like
10th.
a couple weeks away. So
Yeah.
okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's actually next week. So we'll be talking about them again.
Holy shit! Yeah, we're gonna talk about the next match card next Monday. God, yeah.
ARW shit.
It's ARW is next week. Yeah, fucking. It's interesting to see because I know we talked about it a few times on here, like about baby faces and heels in independent wrestling. So it's gonna be interesting to see with the outcome of what happened in Southland. We're gonna talk about it here shortly.
Ooh.
Is what happened, now that what happened that night, what's going to flow over into ARW. I know MCW has their show next, I think it's August 10th as well. Oh, fuck, I was going to go to that one too.
I don't know, you may want to go to ARW.
So I want to go to ARW too. So like now I'm kind of...
There's a match that I just went to Facebook and it just popped up, the first thing. Oh, I can't wait to announce it next week. But you're probably gonna. We won't have to announce it. You can just look at it and be like, "Ooh."
I think I kind of want to be surprised. Is it Angel? Is she in it?
No.
They
announced it. They announced it about a half hour ago.
Oh, the tag match?
Yes.
That'd be a solid fucking match. I don't know. I know I keep saying I need to make it to these shows. Like I need to go back to IPW. I just gotta stop being. My problem is so like Saturday when I got home from SCW, my whole mindset was I was gonna leave SCW and go to Deadpool. I was gonna watch Deadpool at 10:45 at night Saturday night. I didn't end up leaving until like 10:30, 10:40. Like, so obviously I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll wake up and I'll go to fucking Deadpool. That morning. I didn't wake up until like 11 o'clock. After sleep, I think I slept for 9.5 hours. And it was the best sleep I've gotten all fucking year. And I woke up, I'm like, I don't even want to put fucking pants on. So I want to make it to IPW because IPW is an entertaining show. I love the fact that up until recent, they were earlier shows. Did you find out, by the way, if 4 p.m. is going to be the regular now? Or
it's still a toss-up.
Gotcha.
It was brought up at a meeting, and it may or may not be officially permanent. We don't know for sure.
I like the earlier IPW times and stuff. I like the fact that the commute from my house isn't that bad. But I also enjoy the and I don't know why Rion constantly belittles IPW compared to other places, because like I like the coziness of it. Like it's not the biggest arena. It's not the biggest, they get decent sized crowds in that area, in that space, and I get that he has like a self-deprecating way of doing it and shit, but I disagree with him thinking that IPW isn't as good as an ARW or an RPW or an SCW, because it's not about the production. It's about the talent that you put in the fucking ring. And as I praise, this is probably maybe the 4th or 5th week in a row about how great the talent from Wrestle League is. That's why they're in IPW and ARW and RPW and Frontline Pro, and I advocate and promote for them to come to SCW. It's like, because what Wrestle League is doing is working. And I would love, for, SCW to get that size of a school. And it's not. They're a little more smaller. But they still put out great work. But, I mean, some with Rocket Pro, and I know a lot of that has to do with Shogun and all that stuff. But, like I said, they're putting out guys like Quinn Whittick, Shaq Jordan, the Bros, J.R. Lindsay, there's a list, Muggsy James, a list of these guys. J.R. Lindsay's hot girlfriend for the second time around. There's the ability to fucking put out talent like that. It goes fucking noticed. And IPW has that. So it's not about the lack of lights and the lack of an entrance and, the big speakers for the end. Like, none of that shit fucking matters, because when you put the talent in the fucking ring, that speaks for itself. Yeah. So I get why Rian does it, but I disagree 100% with his idea of what it is compared to other fucking companies. So, you could have great fucking production. You could have fucking NWA-esque indie show production. But if you're putting shit talent in the fucking ring, nobody's gonna care. Like, because they're not gonna pay $30, $40 to watch shit fucking talent. But you go to IPW and what's the tickets? $15?
Yep.
And see great fucking wrestling, you know? Quinn Whittick and fucking Steve Michaels, you know? Regardless of what anyone says about Steve Michaels, talented fucking guy.
Oh, yeah. He just associates himself with assholes. That's all.
Yeah. I will pay $15 to watch Whittick and fucking Michaels wrestle each other. Fuck, I paid to watch fucking Nubby wrestle. Because regardless of what people say, Nubby's a great fucking wrestler. I enjoy watching him wrestle. I mean, I can do it for free at SCW. But fucking, I go to Rocket Pro. About 70% of the reason I go is fucking Nubby. The other 30 is fucking gabagool. That's a lie. The other 30 was fucking Koa's hot manager / fiance. Anyways. Pax, I'm glad you're back from pooping. Let's talk about...
Yes. Sorry, I did take a massive Nubby.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's talk about Goat Wars.
Yeah, let's do that. We had Father Kraft starting the show to take on Buster Nova.
Hold on a second. Give the name of the show.
The name of the show is Feast of the Goat Queen.
There we go.
It took place this past Saturday at Rabbit Brewing.
And the name of the wrestling company is what?
Rouge Wrestling Entertainment.
There we go. I don't want people to think it's called Goat Wars. So
it is definitely not called Goat Wars.
Definitely not Goat Wars. Okay, so this was their debut show at the festival that this brewery was putting on. Okay.
Right. So the first match was Father Kraft versus Buster Nova.
Real quick question, because I know you're probably going to say a bunch of people I never heard of. We've heard the comparison to super wrestlers in the aspect of the mystic. On the outside perspective, from my perspective, are these guys I know that are wrestling under different gimmicks?
That appears to be the case, yes.
Okay, cool.
And I will say, too, these results are courtesy of Daddy Andy. So shout out to Daddy Andy. He also wanted me to make sure that I had said that the whole show was narrated by a mystical being only the audience could see.
Oh, okay. Did he also happen to mention anything about not being able to show up for our show and maybe apologizing for that for a little bit or anything like that?
Well, he never committed to begin with, so.
Gotcha. But we got the match card from him, so that's what matters.
We do got the match card from him.
No, we did get the match card from him. Not these results.
Yes, we did.
The match card. And that's what matters. So, appreciate whoever runs Rabbit Brewing's Facebook page to message me back, by the way. Solid. Okay, yeah, I just was kind of curious on if these were guys I never heard of or these maybe guys who are wrestling under different monikers. It's not important based on the show, but I am curious for myself. Go ahead.
So we had Father Kraft versus Buster Nova. Kraft played dead after being shot with blanks by Buster Nova and won via a roll-up. Buster is conflicted because he cannot kill without contract. And Kraft advances in the tournament.
What tournament?
The tournament, the Goat Queen Invitational, I believe it was called.
Okay.
Yeah. So Axel Axebreaker versus Tarian Jax. Tarian wins via disqualification. There was an Eddie Guerrero style finish to this match, per my notes.
As compared to the guy who pretended to get shot?
There was something with the chair. You know, how he would hit the chair down? That's what I'm imagining. Something to that effect.
Okay, gotcha.
Trog then took on the Bear King.
Trog, I know Trog. Okay.
And the Bear King won. We had Bison Tyrannus versus is it Bjorn?
Bjorn,
is that how you pronounce it?
BJORN?
Yeah, Bjorn.
Bjorn, yeah.
Bjorn Axebreaker. Bison tries to have Torian cheat, but it does not work out. The match goes to a no contest after a huge superplex from a ladder. The Axe Breakers are not happy about the results of the match, and alongside the call of the crowd, they look toward Emperor Tobias, so I'm guessing Emperor Tobias is the general manager type figure of this, and got the glorious thumbs up of approval. And Axel and Bjorn will face Torian and Bison in the second half. We also have Ifriti versus Mira, the Ladies of Fire and Ice. At several points, Rian was frozen. Rian was the referee.
Oh, so Rian's part of this?
Rian was part of it as a referee. He was frozen and
Is
burned.
Is he like the official squire of fucking
the informational squire?
The informational
No,
squire?
but he was the I believe he refereed the show based on what I'm seeing here. But yeah, fire and ice. Mira wins via pinfall and advanced to the final. Then we had the second half of the show. The Axe Breakers took on Bison and Torian, who are the Golden Spire. And Torian was sacrificed by Bison, and Bison is a dick. I'm reading my notes.
Bison is a dick?
Bison is a dick.
Okay.
It's in my notes.
I thought you said Bison bit a dick. So I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. So the guy who gave you the notes is referring to Bison as being a dick.
That is, in fact, correct.
Clutch.
Yes. And then we had the final match of Father Kraft versus the Bear King versus Mira in a Falls Count Anywhere match to crown the winner of the Goat Queen Invitational. Mira started off cold. She's getting over on Kraft and Bear King, eventually freezing them before a raging Ifriti comes out from behind and destroys, I believe, Mira. She's escorted out by medics and Rian, and it breaks down from here. Chair shots and tables and chaos. Eventually, Kraft is up. Bear King is hanging out, but Nova appears from the crown with a big kill shot to the back of Kraft's head. Bear King recovers unknowing of what happens, but delivers a diving knee drop to become the first ever Feast of the Goat Queen winner, and the Bear King wins.
What did they win?
They won the tournament, and
is it like a crown or?
I believe I saw Bear King with the crown.
Yes.
The next show date is to be announced.
As long as it isn't August 24th, I hope to fucking be there. Because it sounds entertaining, and the fact that Homewood is a convenient drive for me is fantastic. Is this outdoor event? Is that what
it was an outdoor event because it was part of the Feast of the Goat Queen itself.
Okay. Gotcha. Have you been to this brewery before?
I have not, but I have been on Power Hours where Steve has been there. That's my extent. But I have had their beer, and their beer is very good.
Nubby, have you been there before?
No.
I'm wondering how the setup is inside. Like, is this like maybe a wrestling company that's only going to be around during the summer, or they have a setup on the inside to do stuff like this?
If it's not going to be at Rapid, it'll probably be at the Homewood Auditorium.
Okay. Pacman, you're on the Power Hour tomorrow?
I am, and I was just about to pull up who the guests are, because we have a pretty packed show.
Yeah.
Because we'll have the geniuses behind Flow, which is the Fantastic League of Wrestling, which will be John Bullard, Scott Jones, Sean Porter, and Ethan Hubbard.
Is this a new company?
This appears to be a new company, yes.
Is this what's taking over Crash Tested Wrestling?
No.
Isn't that what John Bullard's from?
No,
Chicago Land Championship Wrestling, Grapple Masters.
I mean, John Bullard was a ring announcer at Crash Tested, but
Oh, okay. I knew the names coincide with each other. Oh, I'm thinking Ched or Jed.
yeah, you're thinking about
Yeah.
Jed.
Okay,
Now Jed sold his stuff.
gotcha. So Flow is a new wrestling company.
Yeah,
Are we talking about that over here?
we could.
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, so I guess we'll keep it in mind. I guess is it Indiana based?
We will. Let me actually see, because I don't believe that information is
Oh, we'll figure it out
out
tomorrow.
there for you. But yeah, we'll see what's going
Well,
on.
because they
What's
did
that?
have a show. I think they were the ones at Indiana Beach recently.
Oh yeah, those are the ones. Yep.
Okay. If anything, when they talk about Rabid Brewing and the wrestling show and the festival tomorrow, ask them if they know if they're going to be doing indoor events. I'm assuming maybe Rachel will know and maybe she'll be on. But yeah, I'm just curious. Or if Steve hears this by then, when he pretends that he listens and shit and answers it, whatever. Awesome. Okay, last show, right? SCW's the last one.
Main event.
All right, Star Spangled Beatdown was this past Saturday. A lot of epicness. I got to commentate with Nubby on one of these matches, so that was fun to talk with you. Thanks for coming
It
up.
was an interesting banter.
I gotta see this.
Did I say something that was funny? I don't remember.
It was, well, let's just say it was during Angel's match. Now you can imagine, Pacman. Just imagine the conversation.
I can only imagine.
Anyways, so obviously we kicked off with High Voltage as we do any SCW show. Sheik picked up a win against the debut and Tommy Gunn with a quick roll-up and holding of the tights. Omar took on Dallas Calloway, and also debut and star, who picked up a win with a crossbody over Omar, the Last Vanguard, one half of Twin Turtles. Nubby picked up a win over a debuting Jody Ultra with a very quick small package. Solid. Proves once and for all, tortoise and hair, real story. And then he attacked you from behind, man.
I don't understand why he did that.
Yeah, I know he shook your hand and shit. What did he say there? I mean, like, was there any indication that he was gonna fucking do something?
He didn't say a word.
No, just shook your hand, and as soon as you turned your back, he just...
I just assumed he was just tired from the match. He had that look. But I guess he was just pissed that he lost to me. I mean, again, like you said, the hair and the turtle. That turtle win.
Well, we will see him later on in the evening, as well as we would see Dallas Calloway. So, not the final night for those two men here. The main event of High Voltage was Warren C. Freiberg III, Esquire, current SCW High Voltage champion, going up against the returning Johnny Chaos. Due to a distraction by Eric Schultz, Freiberg took his eye off the ball and got pinned by Chaos, losing the brand new High Voltage title that Sheik paid for out of his own pocket to purchase for Freiberg. So now Johnny Chaos has won his first ever SCW High Voltage title at SCW. So
it was just a distraction?
For the most part. I mean, he just stunned him.
Schultz didn't get involved? Like, completely? Nothing physical?
No, from my perspective, and I'm pretty sure I saw everything correctly, Schultz got up on the rope. They fucking bickered and bickered and bickered. Freiberg went to go throw a punch at Schultz. Schultz jumped down. Freiberg spun around. Fucking boom. Chaos hit it. Boom and pin. I mean, I don't think I missed anything on that part.
So, basically, yeah, distractions. Yeah, they suck. Bullshit, whatever.
And here's the thing. And I know Freiberg's upset. And I'm sure he would love for me to have done something about it. The referee's decision is final, and this is wrestling. And, I know he hates that it happened to him, but, I mean, he's been doing it to fucking everybody.
He did hit me with a gavel not too long ago.
He did. Not only that, Sheik hit Freiberg in the head with a fucking gavel. So a lot of miscommunication within current punitive damages, Faction Slayer. It was it was an unfortunate night for Freiberg, but if I was to give credit to him for one thing, this is probably the first time I saw the most athleticism out of him. He actually wrestled, which I was slightly impressed. I have to give the credit to the SCW school for training him. But yeah, he did like some somersault kick, and he actually impressed me in his wrestling ability. Still a dick, still lost and was hilarious, but good for him on trying. Chaos is current champion, so he got a moment to celebrate with the fans and all that shit. So congratulations to him
and his new baby
and his new child, yeah, and his hot baby mama. Star Spangled Beatdown kicks off with JPH was supposed to take on Matt Dwar. Unfortunately, Matt Dwar wasn't able to be there. So Dallas Calloway stepped up, put on a pretty impressive showing against a guy like JPH. JPH did pick up the victory in that match. Not sure what happened. He did kind of limp out of the match at the end. I think he may have twisted his ankle or something like that. So hope everything's okay with him. But, an impressive showing for Calloway, even though he didn't pick up the second victory. Keep in mind, this is a hometown boy. He is born and raised Shabance, Illinois. So the fact that he got the debut in front of his family and friends, wrestled twice in one night, is pretty cool. So he did pick up at least one victory, but you're not going to beat JPH your first night out. It's just not going to happen. So Benny Vargas defended his Genesis Championship against VJ Price. Benny picked up the win against VJ. From all accounts, looked pretty clean, which was pretty impressive for a guy like Benny Vargas. Miles and Jazz took on Dysfunction for the tag team titles. Brandon Espinoza wasn't there, so Kyle brought out his replacement in Jody Ultra, and titles still remained on hand. So if Jody did get pinned, even though he's not technically the champion, titles would have changed hands. A huge fight broke out. Match got thrown out. Tommy Gunn decided to, I don't know if he DQ'd them both or just threw the match out.
Threw the match out.
Okay.
That was the official decision.
Gotcha. So no clear winner. Titles don't change hands. Dysfunction still current champions. Lot of people it took to break that shit up. Nubby, you were out there. I saw Apex was out there, and even Freiberg decided to show up. I mean, everyone was out there, from refs to wrestlers trying to break that shit up. So is it the end of it? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. I think it's all stemming from the attack that Dysfunction attempted on Acid Jazz at the Majestic back in May. So, Mike Masters makes his return to SCW. Haven't seen him since the Mr. Bill Classic, as he took on Schultz and Aaron Xavier. I can't remember my name right. In a triple threat qualifying match for the Call Your Shot ladder match. Between the interference of Warren C. Freiberg distracting Schultz and the interference of Erica Dierico distracting Aaron Xavier, Masters was able to get a quick roll-up pin and surprisingly advances into Call Your Shot ladder match. So I didn't think that was going to happen. In my mind, I thought maybe Schultz was going to have this. I also thought Aaron Xavier. I was kind of torn in this match, being a huge Aaron Schultz fan and also being an Aaron Xavier fan. Mike Masters was on the low pole of that, but he picked up the victory. He had Mr. Latino out there with him, rooting him on the entire fucking way. So multiple distractions, causing multiple people an opportunity for the Call Your Shot ladder match. And, now just enhances the issues between Freiberg and Schultz. And obviously, we know what happened later on tonight due to Erica's interference with Aaron Xavier. Angel had a match.
Open challenge.
Give me a minute.
Collect yourself.
Angel had an open challenge for the SCW Women's Championship. Only two-time SCW Women's Champion at the moment. Opened it up to all comers. Amazon, who returned last month, came out to accept that challenge, led to the ring along with Turtle.
Well, actually, Erica Dierico came out.
Erica, you're right. Yeah, sorry, just.
You're Pac-Manning it. I understand.
It's just, dude, I did not like what happened. It just seems shady as fuck. But anyways, Erica did come out. I think everyone thought that Erica was going to accept the challenge, and she did not. She did announce who was, which was the Amazon. Coming out with Nubby.
Yep.
Coming out as friends, as cohorts, as partners in crime. Nubby, instead of sitting at the ringside, because fully knew Amazon could handle herself.
Yep.
Came and joined me and Chris on commentary. We had some good laughs. We had some good conversations. I got to admire a tremendous match as Angel was kicking the shit out of fucking Amazon until somebody interfered. Cost Angel the match and her title.
It was just a minor distraction. Angel took her eyes off the prize. No different than what Freiberg did.
Freiberg's a shady fuck. But what happened to Angel is a travesty in itself. But Amazon did win, and now she is one of two-time SCW Women's Champions. And congratulations for her, and hope she has a long, thought-out title defense until she loses it to the future three-time SCW Women's Champion, Angel.
And we did celebrate in the sewers with some pizza.
There we go. What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Clutch. So,
Pac-Man.
yeah, I guess he forgot that we're fucking hosting a podcast here. He doesn't want to pay attention, so that's cool.
He's milking his title again. So
Yeah, well, it's not about him, so why would he care to listen? You know, it's not
Right.
it's not Rocket Pro Wrestling or fucking IPW or
or
know,
LIM.
fucking- yeah, you know, so it's not.
Or wait,
Rocket
he
Pro
don't care
Wrestling.
about LIM.
No,
It's gotta
he
be
doesn't
about
yet.
the top fan.
That's right. Yeah,
Or the idols, because he loves the idols. So
that's right. Well, he acts like them, anyways. In the semi-main event, Apex took on Scott Spade in another qualifying match for the Collier Shot Ladder match. Scott Spade was out there with the returning Logan Steele and obviously Mistress Misery. Apex flying solo. Keith wasn't anywhere to be seen. Already at the disadvantage. Steele and Mistress Misery obviously causing distractions, interferences, and everything until one time, until the moment where JPH returns, again, limping down there. Fucking hero. Shoves Steele into the ring post, knocking him out, causing distraction on Scott Spade for Apex to roll him up, get the 3 count, and Apex has advanced onto the Collier Shot Ladder match along with the earlier winner in Mike Masters, VJ Price, and I think there's somebody else. I just can't remember who it is right now. But they're advancing to the Collier Shot Ladder match at WrestleTopia in September. And then our main event, Nubby, which you came up and you hung out with us on you weren't on commentary, but you hung out with me because that's what friends do. We get to hang out and spend some time together. Watch me do what I do.
I had my dinner, so
Yeah, you did not share your hot dogs, so that was cool of you too. Even I gave you more space on the table. Didn't even share a hot dog. Hey, Joyce, want a hot dog? No, okay, no.
I was hungry.
It's fine. I understand, man. You had a match earlier in the day. You're out there commentating and partying. I get it, man. You had a hard fought out there. All I did is sit up there and talk for 4 hours. So.
Oh well, actually, if Pacman was there to support the idea of giving you a hot dog,
yeah,
I would have given Travis a hot dog. I wouldn't have been selfish like Nubby.
Yeah, it's a shame that he didn't want to come out and support the LIM's Nubby at SCW like he did at IPW, but that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was there at IPW.
He was.
Gabagool was not.
Just not at SCW.
But if Gabagool was at IPW, he would have stood up.
That's right.
So would Double J.
Double J.
Or he at least acknowledged that I was coming to the ring.
He would have, yeah.
Even Simpin, he doesn't do anything.
Sim probably would have. He probably put your name across his glasses saying Turtle.
I mean, even I think the thing is, even you could also blame Danny because Danny, has not had your back.
And that's why I don't praise Danny.
That's right. The main event, we saw Terry Allen put his SCW Heavyweight Championship on the line against James Creed with Hunter Payne as a special guest referee. Now, we did see some Brotherhood members show up, and Hunter immediately kicked him from ringside because he wanted this to be right down the middle, square as can be.
As he should.
As you should. You know what? It was right down the middle. It seemed pretty fair. Everything seemed pretty easy going until the biggest moment of the night when Aaron Xavier came out and rat slayered Terry fucking Allen. Gave James Creed the victory. And we're all thinking, okay, well, clearly Aaron Xavier just gave James Creed the win out of retribution for what Erica did not only to Aaron, but Angel earlier in the match. And if the show just ended right there, then it would be. That'd be the logic. And yet, here comes Aaron Xavier with a chair into the ring, going to hit Terry Allen. And Creed stops him like the good old boy he is. And he got people chanting, Creed, 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 you know, fucking cheering him on because here he is, saving the day. Even against Terry Allen, who gave him all that fucking grief. And then what happened, Nubby? And then,
Creed was going to go hit Aaron. But Hunter stopped him. Now, I thought Hunter was going to hit Creed.
Dude, I thought Hunter was turning too. I was like, holy shit, Hunter. We're getting evil Hunter again. And then, no. He went to go hit Aaron. And Aaron retreated. And then Creed and Hunter got face to face. Like, okay, let's go home. It's over. And then the unthinkable happened. Yeah, Creed fucking Pacman Hunter.
Yes, he did.
Kicked him right in the giblets.
Wait, he stole his wallet?
Kicked him right in the fucking giblets. DDT'd him on the fucking chair, man. Fucking Aaron came in, beat the shit out of Terry. Angel came in and fucking rocked Erica. And then all three of them standing there. Fucking Aaron got on that mic and announced James Creed as the Sabotage Championship Wrestling Champion. People were fucking crying. Fucking some lunatic, stupid-ass child was taking her Creed shoes off because she was all Hufflepuffed about it. And fucking people are throwing a fit. Nubby got an exclusive with a former co-host of SCW. And even he was shocked and upset about what fucking happened. Claiming, and you're going to see that exclusive on our YouTube channel tomorrow morning. So make sure you tune into JFW. It's brief. It's just an exclusive. Getting their fucking responses and shit. You know, fucking Nubby's there taking some fucking shellfish, what did I call them? Shelfies? I don't fucking remember what I said. Selfish view. Selfish view. Yeah, there we go.
Selfish view.
But, dude, that fucking crowd went from Creed, Creed, Creed to fucking crickets, brother.
Or fuck you, Creed.
Both
happened.
People fucking girls over here fucking like, what's going on? And children over here fucking crying. You got Chet over there looking stupid as ever. Fucking insane, man. And I'll tell you right now, I never fucking loved Creed more than I do right now. Because I'll tell you right now, if anyone saw, we were supposed to have a Mulligan's Pub at fucking Star Spangled Beatdown on Saturday. And unfortunately, from an attack at the school the night before, prevented that from fucking happening. Who fucking did the attack? I think it's Creed. I think wholeheartedly that was fucking Creed. I don't know who it was. You know, nobody is saying anything about it. But I'll tell you right now, if we see the actions of Creed on fucking what we saw from Creed on fucking Saturday and the history that he's had over the last few months with Terry and Mulligan and shit, why not it be fucking Creed? Crushing the fucking skull of fucking Mulligan. Taking him out just like he took out Terry, just like he took out fucking Hunter. Because that guy, as I've been saying for years, one day he's going to realize that these old motherfuckers are trying to take his fucking shine.
It sucks because, like, I get where Creed's coming from. I understand, like, just from last night. I had some old motherfucker who's been out of the game for over 10 years getting all pissy because I get title shots.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he joined the evil genius
and we know what he's about. Yeah. He doesn't care about anybody except him and Angel. And sometimes I don't even think he cares about her. Or she don't care about him. Either way, they're evil.
I'm sure they have love between the two.
When the eyes are on the prize, they'll throw each other under the bus.
It is a unique situation because I didn't even think it was this. I didn't even think Sabotage was even there anymore. I thought that thing like disbanded and just fizzled away. But now that it was solely mentioned in that quick promo by Aaron Xavier, with James being the newest member of Sabotage, I don't know what it's going to lead to, but I know obviously the shit between them, Terry, Erica, and Hunter aren't fucking over. With the victory, however, by James Creed on August 24th at the Majestic Theater, James Creed is going to put that title on the line against Vic Capri, which is going to be fucking fantastic.
Go
ahead.
Let me tell you, and I told Creed earlier on social media, Vic Capri is not Terry Allen.
Mm-hmm.
He is not Hunter Payne. He is not an old guy that wants to take his spot. Vic Capri can run circles around everybody in this business. So don't take him as an old man. He might be older than you in age, but Vic Capri can go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take that from him. Don't disrespect him, Creed. I'm telling you, you're going to be in for a fight of your life with this guy.
I haven't seen Vic Capri wrestle in person before, so I'm going to be excited to commentate this match. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good matchup. I don't know if Creed's ever wrestled Capri before, but this is going to be fucking exciting. I know Aaron Xavier has history with them. I know between Dreamwave or whatever, and I don't know their full history. I just know that they've both been a Dreamwave at a time or two. So I know, fucking Xavier has some fucking input, and I'm sure Xavier's going to kind of help him through it as much as he can. But that's a fucking match. And for it to be at the Majestic is going to be even awesome. So, August 24th, Dissension returns to the Majestic in Kankakee. It's the final stop before WrestleTopia. WrestleTopia is SCW's WrestleMania. So what happens this August 24th is going to set up what happens at WrestleTopia in September at Shabazz. So I would definitely recommend making it. So, but that was Southland. Like I said, we had a couple titles change hands, a couple titles retaining with the champions. We had a bunch of amazing debuts on High Voltage. It was probably one of my favorite SCWs in a very long time. And it was quite overwhelming just by missing 1 month of commentary, getting back in there. I dropped one F-bomb. I said bitch twice. It's fine. If they find it, they can bleep it out. I don't give a shit. It's fine. Hey, don't give me a microphone. I don't want to tell you.
I'm looking forward to hearing from the president who was not there.
Yeah.
What does he have to say about all of this?
Yeah. He's kind of to blame for some of it. So, anything else wrestling related you guys want to bring up, discuss, mention, talk about?
No, I think I'm good. Other than I'll just restate. I don't know what's happening at IPW with me, but at this point, I'm not there in August. Don't care.
Yeah. Pacman?
Start showing up to shit, LIM. That's all I got.
This Saturday, I believe, is SummerSlam. So me and Dizzle J will be back this weekend to cover what's going on there and doing predictions for us here. So, yeah. In the meantime, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching Just Freak Wrestling or JFW Podcast. Pacman's doing very well on sharing show notes and pre-advertisements for what we're talking about on the shows and stuff. So if you're ever curious on what we are talking about, check out our Facebook page, the afternoon of or the morning of, typically Mondays and shit like that, or Sundays we record. I guess for the summer it's Sundays, but just check our Facebook page. You'll see what shows we're talking about. If there's a wrestling company out there we're not talking about, you do want us to bring up, and discuss and talk about, message us, reach out to us at JFW Podcast or, whatever, and we'll talk about them. We're always open to, talk about new companies and shit, and maybe figure out a way to visit and see that company live in person. So next week, obviously, we're going to cover the results of maybe POWW Entertainment, possibly Dreamwave, and what was the other one? Backbreaker?
Backbreaker, yeah.
Backbreaker. And then the following week, we'll have Frontline and ARW.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Cool. Awesome. Guys, make sure you listen to us on all your podcast streamings, wherever you find your podcasts, and listen to them. JFW Podcast, search it, subscribe to us, rate us, and review us if it asks for it. If you want to watch the podcast, you can do so over at the JFW Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. The video comes out usually a few days after the audio, so it just is what it is. We do it ourselves, so we edit it ourselves as well. So, guys, that's all I got.
I believe we can.
Respect the top fan.
Ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis C.
And I am the Faction Slayer, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
And I am Pacman. LIM, start showing up to shit.
And thank you for listening to the episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.